Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, and Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising with Venus and Jupiter in your individual planetary position. Please welcome into this reading, and we'll see what your energies are talking about from the 13th of September until the next 2.5 weeks. Okay, we'll check your energies, Scorpio. Take the guidance. See where you need help in your own understanding. What is that you are lacking in? Where is that you need some kind of guidance that is going to help you to move forward in your life? Okay, Sun, Moon, Rising, Scorpio with Venus and Jupiter in your individual planetary position, guys. Now, keep in mind, this is a general reading, so not everything is going to be exactly your story, but whatever resonates will be for you. Okay, let's call upon a divine angel, guide, ancestor, spirit guide, my source, my divine source into this reading for you as we channel the energies for Scorpio in the collective in the real time. Okay, so let's move into the reading for you guys. Scorpio. The wheel and the King of Cups, that's your energy. Beautiful. Okay, so you could be a person over the age of 40 for some of you. So, in yourself, you're very caring, compassionate, a very warm individual, right? You're very friendly as a person, you're outgoing, right? You like to be emotionally in balance of your emotions, keeping others or other emotions into your consideration, right? Being responsible how other people feel when you do something or say something that could hurt them in a different emotional way. You like to give good advice to people as well, Scorpio, if this is your energy. You know, some of you guys could be in a position of authority and power when you have learned to earn that respect from people, in every possible way. You in love, if you're in love, you're also very friendly and outgoing towards individuals. So there could be a turning point in your life towards your own energy, all that I have told you right away, right? Something in yourself, maybe you haven't had this quality, this qualities does exist in you, but maybe you really did not tap into this. Why? Because of the Three of Swords. So there has been some amount of grief and pain in your logical and emotional self with regards to your wish fulfillment, what you desire, right? What you want in life. Somewhere you could have been lacking in emotional peace for some of you because of that pain, that grief, right? Yeah, the Five of Cups. Yeah, this is your energy too, right? Lot of grief, loss, regret, setbacks. Some of you could have lost some relationship. You all have been devoid of friends, relationship. Yeah, see? The Five of Pentacles. It's all been a learning lesson as well for you, Scorpio. It's been a very beautiful learning lesson about your emotional self, the King and the Queen, right? So some of you could have been repressing a lot of emotions within yourself, you have not been really letting it out, right? Then this is the turning point. This is the turning point when you're realizing that some situation in life with regards to your emotion, your wish fulfillment, everything that requires you to change your own personality, which is yourself, right? And somebody could be telling you that page of sword. Somebody could be communicating that message of where you have gone wrong with your emotional contact, right? Somebody could be letting you know that you have created a mistake or done a mistake in your life where it concerns your emotional self. More so, I'm getting Scorpio. Okay, let's delve into this reading and we'll see what is the message for you. So, there could be a turning point in your life because of a message that somebody could be telling you, pointing out to you, letting you know what it is that you need to work on for yourself. See, the wheel appears. So there is definitely a change of cycle. For some, it could be a change of personal growth, right? For some, it could be some kind of an extreme change of cycle where, there has been some amount of failure in your life with regards to your wish, right? But you will see success. You will definitely see success. But go with the flow. Go with the flow. And with the understanding that your future will be better than your past, right? Because definitely there is some kind of internal transformation that could lead to external transformation, or for some, it could be an extreme change of circumstance that will hit you so much that you will be bound to change your understanding of your own emotional self, of your own self, more so. Right? You could have been keeping a lot of things away from people. Yeah, the Knight of Pentacles. You want to take a very realistic approach towards a situation. You're definitely you have been working very hard, Scorpio. Job is being the center of your life, but you could also be very conservative and ethical in your approach towards a change of situation in your life as well, right? But again, with the Knight of Pentacles, we are looking at somebody who is very realistic, hardworking, and very down to earth kind of energy here, okay? Like whatever you say, you want to keep your word, right? It's not that you come and say something and go out, because it requires a lot of patience in yourself to get into that energy. So it could be a very slow moving energy in yourself, where for some, that cycle has already changed or will be changing. And once that cycle changes, right, the High Priestess, once that cycle changes, you will discover some peace in yourself as well, because there is a change of your understanding here. Let's move forward and we'll see. With the High Priestess, some of you guys could be in contact with somebody as well who is not speaking, who has been silent, right? And is probably the reason why you're taking your time to understand how you can break that silence and move forward with somebody. For some, it also could be that. For some, it could be finding your inner peace. Yeah, the Six of Pentacles. There is a understanding of your own situation. We'll find out what it is. Maybe earlier there was a control and domination over your question of reciprocity with people, right? Maybe you were holding on too tight with your money, with your emotions, right? You were scared of giving to people, right? Even for some, it could be taking from people, right? You were not very open to the idea of give and take for some of you, because there was some amount of control over that situation, and that could have happened because you possibly had lack of trust from this give and take, right? Something that you were not very comfortable with in your life, Scorpio. Let's see. The Page of Pentacles. So again, there could be a message with regards to this reciprocity here. Being social with people. See, when you have to be social with people, you have to be on equal level. It cannot be that you only give and the other person or your friend or your partner or anybody in your life takes, right? It can be that, right? So it is, if you have to be intelligent, educated, charming, right, with a good common sense, because this person who is bringing in that message could be in that energy, right, could be very trustworthy, could be very loyal. And this person or this energy will think before they speak anything. So if there is something in your life, you could be learning from this energy here for some of you. Let's see. The Two of Swords. Yeah. Somebody is trying to open you up, Scorpio. Or it could be you understanding that you cannot be sitting in that Two of Swords and stalemate energy, not saying, not speaking anything, not doing anything. You have to take action on that situation here, okay? We'll see. Because there is definitely some amount of silence at your end that you're working on. For some, it could be working on your own intuition, inner peace, knowing your subconscious self well. What is your subconscious telling you, right? Hearing that deep voice inside you that most of the time we kind of fail to hear because we are too busy doing things for people or for the outside world, the cacophony, the noise that disturbs the inner consciousness or the inner subconsciousness of that peace and tranquility in yourself, right? The Nine of Wands. Okay. Judgment, okay. And we have the Seven of Cups, okay. So let's move on, guys. We'll see what's happening here. We have the Ace of Pentacles. So success, money, a new start, right? A new growth. But with this, you have also to trust yourself, Scorpio, right? You have also to understand that success is there. Success is a part of everybody's life, as is failure, right? So what you have failed in before does not mean that you will be failing in all your ventures going forward. You might have had a taste of failure before with whatever that you have been attached with in your life. But that doesn't mean that success is not in your way, right? Success is in your way, Scorpio. There is a new start, a new growth, a new development in the real tangible world for you. But you have to believe in that. You have to trust that whatever you're moving forward to or with will bring back your success. Because if you are skeptical that, oh, because I've tasted failure in my life before, I will never be able to achieve this level of success, that thinking will stop your progress. You get my point? That thinking will not leave you until you leave that way of thinking. So you have to tell yourself that it's okay. Maybe earlier I have done a mistake. I had bad investments that I had ventured into, right? But that doesn't mean that I cannot rectify that situation. I can if I want to, but I have to also believe in others helping me. I cannot do it myself. So I have to trust other people who are there in my life, who are a part and parcel of this success story, right? So it's a team achievement as well, not just by yourself. Because you cannot do everything in the tangible world by yourself, Scorpio. Nobody can, not just you, nobody can. So you will definitely have to rely on other people to help you understand how to achieve your success story. Now, for which you have also to trust them, right? If you have distrust in you, then you cannot believe and be open to the idea of others coming forward to help you, right? So it's very important for you, Scorpio, to rely on your friends, on your support system, on your family, whoever is a part and parcel of your life to help you move forward towards this success story, right? Eight of Pentacles. So there could be something that you have to unlearn in this situation. Like I said, the trust factor, right? The trust is important. So if you are not trusting people in your life, then you won't be able to make this work. So somewhere, because of some experience in your life, you cannot continue living in that area of your life. You have to unlearn. Whatever you have learned could have been very bad. I'm not saying it's been a good learning lesson, but it's been a lesson for your achievement, your success. Somewhere in the past, your friends could have duped you. Somewhere in the past, your family could have moved away from supporting your endeavor. Whatever that situation is that you have gone through as a part of your learning lesson and experience, which is the time now that you need to unlearn and relearn a new story in your life, but for which you have to do a lot of work in detail, right? You have to pay attention to details, Scorpio. You cannot be ignorant of those fine prints on paper, right? Even if you're signing a document, for example, towards a new contract, towards a new business, towards a new house, something in the tangible world that you can hold, feel, experience. So for which you have to pay very, very close attention to details in your life, to the finer prints that you have. because you will come to your understanding that you just cannot get rich. There's no quick rich formula for anybody. To get rich, you have to work hard. To get rich, you have to pay close attention to details in your life, right? So work smart. Work smart here, Scorpio, right? Work smart for yourself, because there is again, a new beginning of a very emotional situation in your life towards a friendship, right? How smartly you can attract people back in your life. What is that you need to do? Work smart for yourself. Upgrade your learning skills. That will attract your people, your friends, who will feel that, oh, you know a lot, right? You know a lot, and it's time to get together, right? Finding the joy in yourself, finding that inner peace in yourself. Something that you can learn, upgrade your skill that is in your heart. You love doing that work, right? But for which this cup comes to you is only when you let your guard down. If you are very guarded towards your friends, family, love, relationships, soulmate, you will not be able to achieve it. So trust is very important. Work smart. Know when to let your guard down, right? Count on your friends. Excuse me. Count on your friends to help you to let your heart open. Follow your heart desire. Be open to your understanding. Don't get scared. Oh, people are going to say, I'm very emotional. I'm over friendly. No, it's not that. You have to pay attention to detail and work smart with people. Know how much of um, emotions you have to give out in order to attract back friends, people, relatives, co-workers, anybody in your life. Work smart with yourself, understanding. Pay attention to details, right? Because if you have to get rich, you need people, you need friends, you need co-workers. You cannot do it all alone. You need people to come towards you, for which you have to open your heart. If your heart is closed within yourself and you're afraid to give that emotion, to show that emotion, you will lose out people. Nobody will come to you because they'll feel that, oh, it's pointless, right? Talking to him because he doesn't get my point. Or even showering somebody with some emotion, you probably will be rejecting and saying, no, I don't need that. If you keep doing that, if your attitude does not support your understanding, you will never be able to find that peace and tranquility of love, happiness, inner peace, inner joy in yourself, Scorpio. Very important message in here for you guys. Right? So you are at a turning point. You are definitely, a cycle is ending, a new cycle is in the way for you, right? So you are caught in between the change of your own self, transformation, and that also could lead to outer self transformation. For some, it could be an extreme change of circumstances and situations in your life as well. But go with the flow. Learn to understand that whatever is going to happen will eventually lead you to a better place. Be slow, but be steady in yourself, right? Do your due diligence, guys. You're working, doing your daily chores, whatever that is. Keep doing that. Nobody's asking you to stop, right? But work towards the promise of a better future in your life. Think about it. What you think is what you will manifest now. That is what they are telling you. So if you think positive, you will get the positive result, right? But if you think negative, you will be closed and you will get the negative result. So that thinking, how peaceful you are, how calm you are, how collected you are, is going to bring you back your sense of balance, your tranquility in yourself, in your own self, right? Because with the high priestess, you don't have to say things, but do your due diligence towards your own subconscious state of understanding what it is that now makes you happy, what it is that you have to change in yourself, understanding, what it is that you need to rectify in yourself, where earlier you have gone wrong in your understanding, for some of you as well, right? It has also occurred when it's telling you guys with the high priestess that when others are being superficial with you, others are being nasty with you, how calm you can remain in yourself, the approach of being calm, collected, and cool, right? Not reacting to circumstances or people who are not a part um, of your understanding. They're a different group of people, right? And they can be very notorious, they can be very rash. They could tell you things that you don't want to hear, but at the same time, they are telling you. So now the situation is, as you move with the flow of your understanding that it's okay, it's all happening now, let it happen. I won't react because I have promises of a better future. So I don't have to pay my attention, I don't have to pay heed to everything that others are telling me and instantly blow up or show my anger, right? Or throw a tantrum. So silence is your best defense in here, because you know whatever you're doing, whatever you're thinking, whatever you're moving forward to is very ethical, could be a little traditional, but at the same time, you are being that person or that energy that whatever you say, you will keep your promise. So you're not going to just make promises and tell people things to make them happy temporarily. No, you're not going to do that. You're going to maintain your calm, you're going to keep quiet. Even people will say, oh, why you're not doing this for me? You will not react because you know where you have your balance of your own situation in your own self in here. So, as you're going with the flow, you're learning to understand how you balance your conscious state of being and how you balance your subconscious state of being, right? To mold it together, to blend it together, to remain calm, to remain composed, even when people are like, oh, you're not doing. Because one thing, you know the answers, Scorpio. You already have your answers, right? So you're not going to react to what other people are going to tell you. You already know what you want and how you're crossing this stage, going with the flow in order for a better future for yourself. So you're already educated, but you have to maintain that dignity, that calm, that inner peace in yourself and not allow other people with their tantrums to disturb your peace. You follow my thing? Because again, see, there could be a lot of control and domination over your money with the Six of Pentacles, right? Where you have possibly been giving a lot and people are expecting that lot from you, right? They're still expecting, oh, you still have to give. You still have to do this for me. You still have to do that for me. And you're like, I already know what I have to do. Don't tell me what I have to do. Because your inner peace, your inner state of being, you know the answer. How much reciprocity you have to show, right? And you don't want that balance to be disturbed. Just because somebody comes and tells you, oh, you need to do this for me, quickly, go there, go that. You're like, right? So your sense of thing is, what I'm getting, guys, that you will not make false promises. If you are really wanting to give somebody something, you will do that because you know that person deserves it or that situation deserves it. But you're not just going to act for the sake of acting to make somebody happy for the moment while disturbing your inner peace. You follow what I'm saying? So you will be very proactive on that situation. You will not make false promises, tell people, oh, I'll come do this, I'll do that. You will keep quiet. You will not say a yes to that. You will not say a no to that either, right? You will maintain a very dignified balance of this situation here. Because you know what it is you could have been in that energy where you had lost control on your financial life because you had been giving away too much. Your time, your money, your energy, everything, right? And in your inner conscious, in your subconscious, you know where you have gone wrong. Then you have overdone things, right? You have overdone things. So now you're coming to the point of understanding that that is not how you get your self-worth. You get your self-worth is only when what you say to people, you keep that promise. Not to every Tom, Dick and Harry, you keep promising, oh, okay, I'll do this for you, I'll do that for you. But in the end, you fail to keep your promise because you have over-promised, overdone things. You follow what I'm saying? So internally, in your subconscious state, you know where you have gone wrong, Scorpio. You have overdone things. So now, what I'm getting is you're coming to the point of understanding your self-worth. That by overdoing things, you're not going to find yourself. Because at one point, you might have thought that if I run from pillar to post and do things for people, people are going to love me, respect me, come to me. No, 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 no. They are only going to come to you only when you can open your heart towards this situation. They will not come to you just because, yeah, they will come to you for money, for sure, but you know that is not real. Those are not the real people that you want. You want true love, you want true friendship, for which you have to unlearn things and relearn where you have gone wrong in the situation before. Do you follow what I'm saying? So therefore, now you know how to gain back your control, your authority on that give and take. You're not going to say that. You're not going to proclaim, oh, this is what I'm going to give you. This is what I'm going to give you. This is what I'm going to do for you. No, 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 no. No promises are going to be made just for the sake of making a promise. You'll be quietly taking control of your own personal power. Right? And this is where there could be a message that you might receive from somebody in your life who will come and tell you that it's time for you to begin a new chapter in your life. Learn to make friends, because since you're getting back your control on your own personal power, you know, you develop an understanding of how much money you have. So now is the time to start looking for something in your life, something that is new in your life, something that you want to be a part of. But again, with this, just because somebody tells you and you jump into that, no. You do a lot of research on whatever that situation is before you take a decision to move into that particular situation, right? Because somebody could be telling you something, you have to think it over with the Two of Swords. Don't just take words for granted and jump into it. Oh, there is a new business, there is something new, there is a new opportunity, there is a new financial prospect. Anything can happen, right? Because somebody could be telling you this because they know that you have money, you have that power to give, right? You have money, but at the same time, you want to gain control over that situation. So you will be very, your kid can come and tell you, for example, that, oh, there is something new I want to do, right? I need money for that. You will be, if you had been a person before, you would have been me, yeah, 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 come, 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 let's do it, let's start it, let's whatever, right? A new proposition. But this time around, you won't. You will take your time. You will think over it, because you have to be choosing the direction. Not everything this person tells you, you have to believe in, right? You have to do your own research. You have to find out the truth, if it's really worth it. If it's really worth some new venture, if it's really worth a new start, if it's really worth putting the money in a new project, in a new place, in a new business, so whatever that situation is, right? If it's really worth. So you will take your time. You won't, because you see, it could be that you're not going to do this immediately, because like I said, in the past, you could have been duped. Somebody told you something and you jumped into it, and that caused you a lot of pain. The pain is still there, and you're very much aware of that situation, that you don't want to be duped again by somebody or some messages where you will be again thrown back into the old cycle. Right? So for you to move out of that past energy, you need time to evaluate, to understand, to rethink, right? Not everything somebody says you will take it, because you could be in denial of this new situation as well. You probably will not accept everything that somebody is telling you in this situation, right? So some of you guys could be on your very defensive action here with the Nine of Wands, right? You could be like, I don't want it. You could be feeling that defensive action here. Because you feel that there has been a lot in your life where you have gone through a lot of emotional and mental pain, right? And you don't want that suffering to revisit you again. Because you're already, again, that energy is still there, right? So you're guarding that energy, you're being very defensive in taking up anything new in your life, because you're, again, fearing that you won't be successful. And again, you will be hit by something that will not allow you to enjoy what you have, your peace, your comfort, your serenity. You want all that back in your life, right? But you also know that in order to get something, guys, you have to reach your end goal, right? So being guarded, being defensive will not allow you to move forward. If you're not open to new ideas, for example, you're not open to new theories in life, if you're not open to new understanding, you will not be successful. Because then again, you will always be very defensive in your thought, in your actions, right? You will not, because you feel scared of that pain again, right? So, because you feel that you have been fighting this pain over and over again in your life, and that is where your defensive nature is coming in here. When you're refusing to be a part of something new, refusing to believe in something new, refusing to do something new for yourself, right? There will be opportunities. There could be opportunities that you're not really agreeing upon to take on at this point. So whoever is telling you whatever, you're like, I'm pretending not to hear it. I'm pretending not to see it because I'm scared of that pain coming back in my life, right? That is the energy. And that is where you are being very defensive with your judgment, right? Choosing, making decisions here. You're being very guarded, making decisions here. And you're fighting against your strength. You're calling in your reserve strength to not take a decision in this situation of whatever that new thing that you are, that there is in your life, right? You're trying to be very guarded. But like I said, but at the end of the day, you also know that if you sit in that energy, you will not be able to move forward because your end target would be to reach your goal of whatever that you wish to give birth to in your life. So for which you cannot be guarded, you cannot be defensive, you cannot be sitting in that energy of being scared and frightened. You have to make a call. You have to make a call, guys. But again, you're being all delusional about the situation. You're being very delusional because you're choosing your options. You know you have options in life. What is the right option? Right? So there is some amount of procrastination on making this decision, whatever this decision is, towards your new self. Right? Because there is a lot of effort that you will have to put in. You know that. Right? And for which, like I said, there is amount of pain and suffering that you want to get rid of, but you're not being able to get rid of because you're being very guarded in your own self understanding, right? So you could be ignoring a lot of messages around this point in time, not pretending not to hear them, pretending not to see anything new, feeling stuck, but at the same time, you're also kind of like, in denial because of that pain. You believe that nothing good is going to happen. It's going to be the same story being repeated. Again, I'll get duped. Again, I will be in a trouble. Again, this will happen. Again, that will happen. Right? But universe is saying, then don't procrastinate this decision for too long. Because if you have to reach your end goal, you have to get up and have that courage to make things happen for yourself, Scorpio. If you don't take a call on this situation, and restructure and bring back discipline in your life, you will not be able to take a call because somewhere you are completely not in that frame. And that's why you're not seeing things clearly. You know what I mean? There are a lot of things in your mind. There are a lot of situations, a lot of options. And that's why your judgment is very clouded at this point. You're not being able to get rid of that cloud because you're still not in that balanced form right now. You know, because you feel that it could be a risky venture, whatever the proposition is, and that you will fail. So you are, you know what I mean, that you're very clouded because you're still not stable enough to take that risk in your life. Yeah, so you are kind of being very, you're kind of being stubborn about an energy in yourself that you're not feeling very comfortable with at this point. But universe is telling you that go with the flow. Believe that whatever you do from now on, however way you do it, you will only bring success in your life. So you have to trust that. It's very important, right? Let's look at the Page of Pentacle here. So don't ignore people's advices, I would say. Don't overlook any options. Don't say, oh, this is not an option for me, that is not an option for me. You have to bring back that discipline and structure. That's where you're failing, Scorpio. That's where you're not being able to take a judgment because you feel that you're still very much guarded about a situation that has caused you some kind of mental and emotional pain in here before, right? Please talk to me about the Page of Pentacle, the Lovers. So there could be a choice here again. You have to make the right choice. What is important to you? Physical beauty or somebody or something in your life who is more than capable in their own way but is not physically beautiful? That also could be a choice. What is important? Lust or love? Questions, right? Lust or love? Is physical beauty important than capability, for example? Right? For some, it could mean that if you're going towards something new in your life that concerns relationships, some of you might have to leave home. So, question, option, can you do that? Can you? But a decision needs to be made here. A decision. What is important to you? What is that makes you happy? What is that you really feel is actually useful and important to you from your perspective, Chariot, right? In order for you to move forward, basically. Be the driver. Take that leap of faith, right? Have that confidence that whatever you're choosing, whatever options you're working on, whatever the decision that you will make, will only bring you back your success. Right? Where it will allow you to win over your enemies or financial problems in your life that you have faced before. So, your decision will be based upon your confidence here. That's what they're saying. Right? Where you will earn back your confidence, your respect, your reputation. Your reputation, right? The Ten of Swords. So this is something, if you don't do, guys, will end. This period will end. So this period could be something that has happened before, is what I'm getting. That you have failed to take the right call here. You have failed to make the right choice here. And why it happened? Because you felt that you were a victim of this situation and you became a martyr to that situation. So you didn't really act out in the right way here, guys. Because you failed to take the right call here. And that's where that pain and trouble is showing up in here. And you feel that whatever you do again will only bring back trouble in your life. That's your thinking. That's when you're ignoring or you're pretending not to do anything at this point in time because you are skeptical about your own choice in life that you have made before, right? You're skeptical about the situation. That's where the Four of Cups is coming in here. So you're very skeptical that you have a habit of making wrong choices in life, and that if you make another choice, it will only bring you back more trouble. So you're being very, very skeptical about this situation here. Five of Cups, yeah. Because you're feeling that loss, that pain, but you also want to move forward, guys. So it's time for you with the Hermit, right? We're in the Virgo season. It's time for you to search for your own life answer. Because you are at a crossroad right now. What you need to move forward, you're at a crossroad. So you have to look for your own answer. Are you a victim? Are you a martyr? What are you? Or do you think that troubles follow you and that you're never able to leave behind your own troubled life and you're scared to make any kind of decision because you feel that you'll be again stuck at a crossroad, right? Where you have to take action in order to move forward. But then again, grief, regret, pain, and sorrow is getting the better of you, Scorpio. But you have to move quickly. Let me tell you. If you don't take a decision quickly, if you don't take action quickly, if you don't move quickly, you will not be able to work your energy here, right? So in order for you to work your energy in this way that we explained before and get moving, you have to take a quick decision on this important thing in your life. You cannot keep holding on to this with that fright that whatever I do in my life is only going to go down the drain and I will not be able to move past that situation because I've always been a victim of bad circumstances, bad choices, bad decisions in my life that I failed to earn respect out of, and I'm caught in that situation. So if you think like that, you will not be able to move past this situation. So look for answers within you. You have the answer, the Hermit and the High Priestess, right? You have the answer within you. You have to tap in yourself, Scorpio, to find the right energy for yourself. If you don't do that, if you don't tap in yourself and get your own answer, you will not be able to take action. And if you're not able to take action with your goal, with your clarity towards your goal, and set new priorities, your situations that you have will never be resolved. You need to resolve the old situation, right? So be on the lookout for any kind of information or news and think about it, because that could be bringing you a success story. That could be bringing in some information about your own success in life. So pay attention to details. Pay attention to details, Scorpio, in order to work your energy in the right way. And that's when you will get a complete information that will give you the clarity from all this cloudiness, where you can then take action on the situation that is still waiting in your life. Okay, so enjoy this reading, guys. Until I see you once again, till then, goodbye. God bless. Khuda Hafiz and Namaste.